In this episode, Paul tackles a filthy and neglected driveway that's been overrun by weeds. There are no shortcuts, no blast and hope, so he follows a proven method, step by step. Block paving this dirty is always a mudfest, and the clean-up time can be what catches you out. But a badly drained porch and a leaky garage door only make it worse, dumping grime exactly where Paul doesn't want it. Next up is a shady drive which is loaded with moss and a tricky patio which can't be jet washed. There's a lot of tarmac, so he's hired a powered moss brush to speed things up. The trouble is he's never used one before, so he's learning in real time on a live job. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
My name's Paul Driver and I'm the owner of JetReady. We're known for exterior cleaning and restoration services across West and North Yorkshire. On this channel I like to film real jobs and show real results, and sometimes I also talk about the real ups and downs of running an exterior cleaning business here in the UK. Well, first appointment of the day, I'm over in Bramhope and I've just called round to give a quote on a block paved driveway. Gentleman's told me he wants to go ahead, so we've booked that in for 3 weeks' time. In the meantime, however, I'm going to put some weed killer down. There's loads of weeds in this drive and it's going to be a really good before and after. Now, the homeowner used to do this himself, but the last couple of years he's less mobile than he used to be and he's decided he needs some professional help. And I've got to say, he's right. Loads more weeds down on this pathway round the back. I'm saying weeds, a lot of them are garden plants that have self-seeded and they're all in flower, looking really quite nice. But they've got to go. Just a note about weed killer. To apply this commercially, you do need to be properly qualified. You need a PA1 certificate, which is all about the safe use and storage of herbicides, and then if you're applying it with a sprayer, you also need a PA6 certificate. These are both City and Guilds qualifications. You can do online courses or you can attend courses in person. About 600 quid to get qualified. And fast forward 2 weeks and the weed killer has done an amazing job. But there's still lots to do. Let's get started.
After connecting to the water supply, Paul gets ready to do battle with the block paving. Using a rotary turbo nozzle, he starts blasting away the dead weeds with his 200 bar van-mounted pressure washer. The weeds don't stand a chance.
Well, there's a huge amount of sludge coming off this and I'm less than halfway through. It's very wet, very heavy. I'm just going to leave it here to dry off. Right, time to get all of this dirt and sludge out of the way. The leaves and the twigs are going in the brown bin, and all of the sludge I'm putting on the compost heap at the back of the garden. Alright, yeah, whereabouts are you, please? Jennyfield, Harrogate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. What can you tell me about it? What sort of size is it? How bad is it? You're moving in and wants to tidy up before you get settled in. Okay, alright. Probably best if I pop up and have a look. Will you have the keys? Will you be in by the weekend? I normally do such visits on a Saturday if I can. Well, that's all the aggressive stuff finished with the turbo lamps. Time to get cleaned down, rinsed off, get out these hot, sweaty clothes and get the place ready for the next stage, which is application of chemicals. That's better. Well, I've got a little bit of standing water here and there that's causing a problem. Tiny bit here in this corner, but the main problem is in this porch. The water's going straight in and it's not coming out. Along with all of that silt, it's a bit of a mess actually. I'm going to have to vacuum that out. Fire up the generator. Wet and dry vacuum from Screwfix, cheap and cheerful. I've got a big proper vacuum for roof cleaning and gutter cleaning work, but this is great for just mopping up puddles and that kind of thing. Need to get this garage door open as well, see if any dirt or water has gone underneath the sill. Well, as can be seen, there's lots of water and silt has gone under the garage door. This is quite common where they're not properly weather sealed. Now that we're all rinsed down, we can see that there's still some organic staining remaining. We've got a mixture of black and white lichens. The white lichens will come off pretty easily with the turbo lamps, so I'll just give those a little spot treatment now, and any remaining stains will just get dissolved and oxidised away. Now, done with the hypo. Very warm today though. I'm going to mist this down a couple of times just to keep it wet so that the chemical gets a good opportunity to do its work. So it's nice and warm, perfect for getting it resanded the same day. Well, that was a long day. I started work at 9 o'clock and I'm just leaving now at 20 to 7, but really worthwhile. Managed to get everything sanded, no need to come back on a second visit, and I've got to say the customer is absolutely cock-a-hoop with it.
The next day, Paul is working in North Leeds, where he has a large tarmac drive to clean, as well as a black limestone patio. There's loads of moss to deal with, and he's hired some special equipment to help him along.
A few things to do, but the main event is going to be getting all of this moss off this long tarmac drive. And another area we've got to deal with is this patio to the rear of property. This is of black limestone. It's a tricky surface to clean, and once again we've got quite a lot of moss in the pointing. Loads of tree cover at this address, and that's why the moss is such a problem. Now actually I've got a similar such job to do tomorrow over in Ilkley, except that's a lot bigger, the driveway's a lot longer, and believe me, there is a ton more moss. Now, of course, there's a good reason why I've paired these two jobs together in my calendar, and that's so that I could hire a Westerman machine from a local hire shop. And this is the Westerman machine. It's also known as a powered moss brush. I've never used one before, but I'm told they're the bee's knees for this type of job. So before I get started with the Westerman machine, I'm just going to get the leaf blower and have a general tidy up before getting started. Now, black limestone, when it's first laid, is really dark in colour, but it quickly oxidises. The surface is very soft, and with a pressure washer you can very easily mark the surface. You can sort of cause scratches and etch marks if you like. It's a real problem. So this area is mainly going to be getting a manual clean, although we will use a pressure washer later on just to rinse off the surface. In terms of getting the moss out of the pointing, I'm going to use a wire brush and just slightly scrape the moss away before we start the clean. I'm using the wire brush attachment from my roof scraper. The great thing is it's got stainless steel bristles, so we won't leave any metal shards behind that can later rust.
After brushing away the moss, Paul gives the black limestone a quick rinse down before beginning a manual clean.
Well, I've got that fairly clean now, just with a light rinse. It's quite slippery now it's wet though, and that's because there's a lot of algae on the surface.
Paul prepares a special cleaning solution called Max Clean Pro. It's specially formulated for removing dirt and grime from delicate stonework.
I'm going to apply this with a hard bristle dipping brush and give it a good scrub. Putting plenty of solution down because I'm going to leave this to dwell, to really eat into the dirt. Well, that's about done now. I'm going to leave this solution to dwell on the surface for 15 or 20 minutes and then we'll give it a rinse off. So the Max Clean Pro's done a fantastic job of cutting through all of that grime and it's just rinsed away. Biocide will have killed all of the organic matter and this surface will get cleaner and cleaner over time. I don't earn any money directly from Pure Seal, but if you want to buy their products you'll find a link in the description below. I do get a small percentage for every time somebody uses that link to buy a product from Pure Seal, so please help the channel that way if you feel you can. Just a little reminder, no harsh pressure washing on black limestone. You can cause irreversible etching and marks to the surface. So what about this Westerman machine? Well, I've never used one before and I don't really know how it works if I'm honest with you. It's powered by a Honda 4-stroke petrol engine, a bit like the one on my pressure washer, and it's fitted with this steel brush which spins around and tears the moss out of the tarmac. In addition to the wire brush, it's also supplied with a softer polypropylene brush as well, and I guess this brush is less aggressive. Got a fairly dense area of moss here, that'll make for a good test area. Let's take it for a spin.
After a few tries, Paul still can't get the Westerman started. He's wondering if the fuel tank is empty.
The key to starting the engine was holding this red lever. It's obviously an automatic cut-off, so the engine shuts down if you let go of it, stop it, driving away and careering across Leeds Ring Road. And the lever is to set the brush to rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise. I'm not quite sure of the reason for that, but I'm sure we'll find out. Well, it certainly works. A few patches remaining though, so maybe it needs a second pass or for the engine to be going a little faster. It seems to be quite an unwieldy machine, quite difficult to steer and pretty physical as well. Despite the assistance from the brush, quite difficult to use uphill.
It's getting late in the day, so Paul decides he'll return on Saturday morning to apply biocide to the tarmac. This will sanitise the area and kill off any remaining moss. The owners will be well chuffed when they get back from holiday.